Today, we're going to talk about something very important to us as women or men who are trying to make a change, do something different, or just simply transform our lives. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about discipline. That's what we're going to discuss today. Hey, sister, by 2Q sister. So I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to get right into this podcast. So we talk about being disciplined. What does it mean to be disciplined? Being disciplined means having the self-control to stick to a goal, to stick to a plan, being able to get ourselves to do what we're supposed to do when we're supposed to do it. And for so many of us, it can be hard. It can be difficult to be disciplined. Why? Because it feels good not to be disciplined. It feels good to do the things that we want. But we know if we're going to have a growth mindset, we know if we're going to have a prosperity mindset, we have to teach ourselves how to be disciplined. When we talk about being disciplined when it comes to a prosperity mindset, we're talking about telling ourselves no to some purchases that we may want to make right now. It means passing up that night out with the girls in order to get some work done. It means not splurging. And I know for those of us who have come from a poverty mindset, myself included, it can be so easy to give in to the temptation to go make that purchase, give in to the temptation to go grab that item just because it's there. Maybe it went on sale. I don't know, but whatever it is, we need to ensure that we say no, that we have a plan for every dollar. Yes, every dollar that we have. We have to make every dollar we have work for us. We don't need our money to be worthless. We need our money to work for us. We need to give it an assignment. It needs to have a mission. The first time I heard that, I was like, are you serious? You cannot possibly be for real that we're supposed to give money an assignment. But yes, every single dollar that you make needs to have an assignment. And I understand how difficult that can be, but I am learning along with you that money just sitting in the bank does us no good. Money sitting in our pockets do us no good. Money that we grab and go run to the store and buy something, ooh, cause it's cute, that does us no good. But we need to give our money an assignment. That means whether it's reinvesting in our business, reinvesting in ourselves, putting it in a high interest, a high return account, something that's going to make us money, or we need to be investing it. I'll tell you what I have decided to do lately. I have made it a goal of mine to pay off some credit cards. I don't have a huge balance on my credit cards, and to be honest, I was sort of keeping them around just because I like them. That's going to sound crazy, but I really was. I just like the thought of having that particular credit card. I said, oh, I just like it. And I would get the balance down so low, and I said, well, I'm just going to get it. I had some personal loans. I said, well, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack those personal loans, get those paid off, and I'm going to go for that. It's going to put more money back in my pocket each month. But then I was thinking, something came to me, the light bulb came on and said it would be much more beneficial to you to eliminate those high interest credit cards. And I had to do a battle with myself for a few minutes, but then I remembered, hey, this is wise thinking. Pay off those credit cards with those high interest rates first. No, you may not get all of that money back immediately into your hands or into your check, but in the long run, it's going to be more beneficial to you to get rid of those high interest rate credit cards. And you don't need a credit card. Just say you have a credit card like I was doing. I said, well, I have this card. I just love it. But then the light came on and says you have a credit card. You have a Visa card that goes everywhere. So why in the world do you need these other cards? And I said, you know what? That makes sense. I'm going to do it. So we have to have a mission for every dollar. So the money that was coming in from my store that I was just using to go run around and play with, I had to decide, hey, instead of playing with this money, let's be real, because some of us have done that, I'm going to use it to attack those credit cards. I'm getting rid of some credit cards that are coming off my credit report. They are no longer going to be hindering me from doing the things that I need to do. I want to be a better person. I want to be a better asset to myself. And so I decided I was going to discipline myself and get rid of credit cards I just did not need. That means not paying the minimum balance. That means paying more. So when we talk about being disciplined, We talk about doing some things that may not feel good at the moment. Self-gratification feels great, but we have to control ourselves when it comes to that. When we talk about a growth mindset, that means getting up every morning a little earlier than I want to. That means looking at those affirmations. That means listening to that podcast. That means watching that video that's over an hour, taking that, finishing up that class that I signed up for, or going to that webinar that's 3 hours. So I had to tell myself, if these people are willing to do this for me, if I'm going to make any type of progress, if I am going to discipline myself, then this is something that I need. There are two different ways in which discipline is going to impact our relationships. Either there are relationships that we're trying to let go of, or there are relationships that we're trying to keep and build. And it takes discipline to do both of these. First, we have to have a set mind that we're going to eliminate this person, this thing from our lives, because it is not good for us. And when it gets tempted to go back, when it gets tempted to turn around and do what we've been doing, we have to make a conscious decision that, no, I'm not doing that. No, this is not the person, or this is not the relationship that is working for me. Yes, it may feel good to be with that person at that moment, but ultimately this is not who we need, or this person is being abusive to me. And so I need to discipline myself enough to leave that particular situation. Don't stay in it. Let it go. If it's the opposite and it's a relationship that you're trying to keep and nurture, yes, you have to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined enough to say, I'm going to do what it takes to make this relationship work. No, I'm not going to go stay out all night with my friends, because I know this is not what a person who wants the relationship to work is going to do. No, I'm not going to be involved with other people or doing whatever it is that is going to upset my partner, because this is not the things that a person does when they want to make their relationship work. I'm going to listen when they're talking to me. I know I'm tired. I don't want to hear it, but I'm going to listen because that person is important to me. And this could be your spouse. This could be your partner. This could be your child. We have to make conscious decisions to do what we have to in order to make our relationships work. And that takes discipline, because it may not feel good. I'm going to listen to what this person has to tell me about me, because I want us to work. I want this to work. I want this to be a relationship that I love, that I want. I'm going to do this because in the end, it's going to help me. So this is some things that I'm going to do. We have to discipline ourselves. We have to stop ourselves from doing just what feels good. We have to do what is best for us, for our partner, and our children, or whomever else it is in which we're involved with. So I thank you guys for listening. This was a short podcast, but this was it, all that I have for you today. But I wanted to talk to us about being disciplined. So I'll see you in the next podcast.